and welcome to Benaya Bliss. In this video I will be sharing with us how to cope in times of tragedy and pain. Just before we get into that, it's for us to know that this channel was created to keep us motivated and inspired in the accomplishment of our dreams. So go right ahead, click that subscribe button, like and share, as this helps the channel grow and bring across the message to all of those who need to keep their drive alive. So let's get right into it. I am at the site of my cousin's friend, and my cousin happened to be and was in an unfortunate case where he had a very tragic death just a few days ago. Now on this site, he has spent quite some presence here because he has been here and he continues to be here on a frequent basis. And he is closely attached to the friend that I am building this house for. Now just to be here, it reminds me so much of the memory of my cousin, and because of that, it gives me a belly feeling. It is so painful, and a part of me saying, oh, I just don't want to be here at this moment, you know, because the pain, the experiences, and just to know that he died at such a young age. He was, I believe, 22. He died at such a young age, you know, just being at the wrong place at the wrong time, you know, where there was a shootout and trying to save someone, he also got shot and was killed. You know, and feeling this pain, I want to take this opportunity to share with us, how do we cope in times of tragedy and pain? Because we are all gonna, at some point in our life, experience loss. We are all gonna experience pain at some point of our lives. Because this life is one that carries its ups and its down, its side and its round, and whatsoever we want to name it. But how do we cope in these times? And while I was there feeling the pain and I'm seeing the picture of my cousin in mind, I keep telling myself that, guess what? Life goes on. I can feel the pain. I can feel the agony. I can sense the bereaving feeling of the atmosphere, because everyone is feeling the pain of. Because this young man has impacted so many lives around him, so much so that he's like a brother, a father, even at that very tender age. And so we want to understand that in our painful experiences, in our dark and dull moments, life goes on. We have no control over one losing their lives. We have no control over death. But one thing we have control over is our mind. Our mind have the power and that capacity to bring the pain of the past into our future. Our mind have that capacity to turn dull moments into bright sunshine. Our mind has that capacity to bring us comfort in times when it is dull. And so in times of loss and pain, tragedy, one thing that we need to understand is that we need to keep control of our mind. Because who hath the mind hath the man. And once we focus on something, then guess what? We amplify it. So as the memories hit, and I will remember my cousin, one of the best things to do is to understand that one, life goes on. And if life goes on, it means that I have brighter days ahead of me. And so I have to now focus on my goals, my aspirations in life. tragedy is a must. And so one of the things that we have to learn to do is to understand that tragedy is gonna come. Pain is gonna come. Now you wanna prepare your mind. What do I do in these times? Life goes on, my friend. Encourage yourself. Focus on the future that is ahead. Because if we focus on the pain, yes, we're gonna feel it. But in painful and tragic experiences, now we have a mind battle begin. Because you're gonna have those moments and you're gonna have those feelings. And there's a time and a place for that. But as we go along, you want to take control of the thoughts that you think. Lest you're sunken by hurt, you're sunken by grief. My brother died about 5 years ago. And the mother of my brother has not yet recovered from the loss of his child, the loss of his only son. And the reason for that is because she has not learned to focus on the future. She has not learned to align herself with the present life, detaching from that which has passed. And so she will continue to live the past in her present, and that is something that we really don't want to do. And like I said, we are human beings, so we are going to feel. We are going to feel. The tears are gonna come. But we want to ensure that we are not too sunken down in those moments. We don't stay in those moments for too long. For that which was yesterday, it cannot be today. The life that was lost today cannot be regained tomorrow. And so we have to utilize our minds the right and the proper way. As I'm here, I have to understand that I have to build this house. In spite of what I am feeling, I am a warrior, and so are you. I have to build this house. The bills are there. My child needs to be cared for. I have different things to do. And so in spite of that pain and bereavement, life goes on. My cousin had a beginning, and his life has come to an end. My days are also numbered as his. And so I have a beginning and I have an end. You have a beginning and you have an end. It's just a part of the reality. And so we want to fortify our minds with the right thoughts, the right concentration. Live not your past pains in your present. That is bondage. But detach yourself from the pain of the past and carry yourself in a blissful future by living your present in your fullest. Let us not carry on the baggage of the past into our future. But let us hold on. Let us be strong for ourselves and those that are around us. And another thing that we should know, if we constantly focus on the pain, then one, we amplify it, and two, we attract more of it in our lives. And so if you focus on the death of one child, it can also attract the death of another. And so just understand the principle of life. Today we are, and tomorrow we are no more. And so let us live our life in our fullest, in purity, with a strong morality. Give ourselves to those that are around us to the fullest. Tell your children that you love them. If you're a child, love and honor your parents. Because in this world that we are living, mistakes do happen, but no death is coincident. Because I will tell you, there is no such thing as someone die early. There is no such thing as someone die late. When you go, it is your time to go. And when I go, it is my time to go. If we do not fortify our minds with these things, we're going to always have hurts, of guilt, of pain. As I'm talking, the memory of him is in my mind. But guess what? What I'm looking at is that I have task to be done. I have work to be done. I have responsibility. I have duty. And so I cannot allow the loss of someone that was precious allow me to endanger my present and my future, because that can affect much more of those who are alive. Live your life to your fullest. Understand how to utilize your mind in pain, in happiness, in tragedy, in death. We are all warriors. And so in these moments, it calls for mental battle. Fight your battles and be strong. Hold on. Fulfill your purpose. Give yourself. That when you are finally gone, there's hardly any regret. Let us push on. Be encouraged. Be motivated. You can do it as I am doing it.